and welcome to the Sins Review. I'm your host, Jackie Sins. Why am I still doing this? I barely get a comment here or a like there, but not really a whole lot. I only have like 22 subscribers, who I'm grateful for. Don't get me wrong. It's just, what's the point of continuing the show if there's not really a whole lot of people watching it? I'll be honest, I'm a little depressed, and I think I just need a good movie to cheer me up.
Apex Predator all day!
Apex Predator all day. Okay, so I'm going to review a horror movie with alligators attempting to devour a father and daughter duo. Let's talk about Crawl.
The state of Florida has issued a Category 5 hurricane warning. All residents must evacuate immediately. Grab your families, your loved ones, and get out.
Dad!
We won't be able to come for you.
Dad!
Crawl, released in 2019, was produced by Sam Raimi and directed by Alejandra Aya. It stars Kaya Scodelario, yes, that Kaya Scodelario, and Barry Pepper.
Barry. Where's Barry?
Kaya plays the protagonist of the film, Haley Keller, and Barry is her father, Dave Keller. The only ones we really need to worry about because they're the only ones we really end up caring about. Before I talk about this movie, I think I need to set some things straight. I obviously reviewed Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, which also starred Kaya Scodelario. And yeah, I had a lot of strong words for that piece of shit movie. Sorry. I want to make it clear that I have nothing personally against the actors. I know that, they just do what they do. They act, and, obviously it was a paycheck and all that. And still, I have to say, Kaya Scodelario is a very talented actress, and, and the rest of them are pretty talented as well. So, I just want to set that straight. I watched Crawl before going to see Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, and basically that was my first impression of Kaya as an actress. The movie takes place in the town of Gainesville, Florida. Haley is on the University of Florida's swimming team. I believe she's on some kind of athletic scholarship. She has been swimming competitively ever since she was a little girl, and in fact, her father actually coached her during that time. So anyway, after swimming practice, Haley gets a call from her sister Beth, who tells her that she has been unable to reach their father by phone and is rather worried. Now, there's a bit of family drama going on. Their parents are divorced, and there's a bit of an estrangement between the girls and their dad. But of course, they still care about their father. While all this is going on, there is a huge hurricane preparing to rip through this Florida town. And while everyone else is, following the evacuation orders, Haley goes ahead into the area of the storm to find her father to make sure he's okay. She goes to the house where her father has been living and supposedly working on selling the old house where her and her sister Beth grew up. And she runs into an old friend, a cute little puppet dog named Sugar. My God, isn't she just precious? Sorry. So anyway, Dad left the dog all alone, and so Haley decides to check out the old house while bringing Sugar with her. Finds her dad unconscious in the basement, and that's where things go to shit.
Oh my god. What happened?
Oh, and to make matters worse, her father's leg is all fucked up, so he can't really walk. I just have to say, Kaya and Barry are acting their asses off. I mean, their characters, things they go through, they get really fucked up by these alligators. You can almost feel the pain and anguish. You can definitely see it in their faces. I mean, look at this.
Haley, are you hurt?
I'm fine.
I swear, those are real tears. The fear is there, and it's because there's danger, and it's not just from the alligators. The basement flooding. They have to get to higher ground, otherwise they risk drowning. I very halfway believe that these two are fighting for their lives. This is about survival, but there are some emotional moments that continue to make us care about these characters. What did I like about this movie? I like the story. It's not too terribly complex and still feels genuine. It definitely delivers on the thrills and chills. I like the father-daughter relationship. It feels very genuine. Are some things that I feel are kind of dumb, but you know, like I know in a lot of horror movies, there's at least a couple stupid characters that get themselves killed over something so, you know. But I mean, even back then, like particularly with slashers like Friday the 13th or Halloween or, those kind of things. Like, yeah, I get it. They have to get themselves killed because that's what slashers are. People get killed in several different ways, and there's usually a lot of kills. But in this movie, it's just a little too beyond suspension of disbelief. I mean, like, there's these, how do I say it? I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's this, yeah. Anyway, there's just, you know how people, whenever they want to check something out, it's obviously, something dangerous gonna happen. So, like, why, why in the world are you, checking that out? It's like, you're gonna get yourself killed. Like, that's just kind of dumb. And yeah, that was a little eye roll. I just do a little eye roll. I want to mention, and I know this seems kind of like nitpicking, but you know, um, the film kind of implies that Haley can swim faster than the alligators, which I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think it's highly unlikely. I mean, they are obviously animals and they know how to swim, and they just, again, I don't know if that's true. I don't think, anyone wants to try to test that and find out, but it seems like an actual apex predator all day would actually be faster than a human being. But again, I'm not a scientist. I've, never tested it. I don't think anyone would want to be part of testing that. But, you know, I mean, that's, like I said, that's, you know, it's not too bad. It's just, I find that kind of hard to believe at the very least. Well, overall, I think this was a very decent horror movie. I certainly wouldn't mind, watching it multiple times. I've already watched it 3 times, primarily for notes doing this review, but yeah, I think it's definitely got some scariness. It definitely has a sense of reality. I mean, there's obviously the thing with the hurricane, there's the thing with family, and how, yes, unfortunately, some things happen, like, sometimes parents get divorced, but what I really like is that, again, the actors are very good in this. They feel very genuine as a father and daughter. And I just think, a lot of it is very poignant. And I've mentioned about poignancy before in a lot of different reviews that I've done, particularly like The Crow. I feel like that's a very poignant film. It's got some moments that are sad and feels kind of bleak, but there is, like, at least they show some of the light shining through the darkness. But yeah, I rather enjoyed it. I think Kaya Scodelario and Barry Pepper are just fantastic actors. I give Crawl Sin. This has been the Sins Review. I'm Jackie Sins.
Apex Predator all day!